how's everything looking tomorrow night? You know, I guess last week defensively was better than the week before. So
Yep.
what's the next step in the improvement from a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, I thought last week we defended very, very well as a group, and we need to continue that for sure. Coming off conceding 9 goals in 2 games, that was always tough to take. So last week was really good foundation, and yeah, we just need to continue to do that, continue to do it better, and everyone working hard to put themselves in good positions when we don't have the ball.
What do you made of Sydney's form of late?
No, very good, very good. Yeah, they typical Uffy, playing aggressive. They're pressing very, very high and very aggressively. So that's something that we're going to need to deal with and cope well with. So yeah, obviously he's made a massive improvement since he's been there.
What's in terms of you guys? I mean, is this a sort of how crucial is this game? In terms of I guess top 6, and I guess in terms of where you're at the moment.
Look, I think every game is crucial. Since I've been here, every game is crucial, and it's a team that has to put itself in a good position to be successful, and that's what we're trying to do. Sure, we've had a fair few hiccups along the way, and we've had to deal with that. So this game is obviously again becomes very crucial, and then after this one, we're going to a game with a short turnaround against MacArthur away again. So that also becomes crucial. So yeah, I don't know how many games left, Marco. There's 10 games left, so there's
10,
not
okay,
a lot of the season to go. So every game at this point becomes extremely crucial. Now we have to deal with it. We have to deal with the pressures of being in the situation we're in, and we're getting guys back slowly now over the last couple of weeks. So hopefully, with a little bit of more game time for these guys who have been a little bit underdone, it should help us longer term.
Wolfie made a point, I think, yesterday, mentioning Melbourne City's all Socceroo front line. How are they going in terms of I guess combination with Tilio only having just come back and Lecky having just returned from injury, and Naboo not being back sort of for long as well, and Jamie's runabouts with like goals. Do you think that's all going to sort of click soon?
Look, I think it's clear when a team has cohesion in terms of the regular players playing all the time. There's a lot more cohesion and it works better. But when it's complete opposite, and unfortunately we've had to face that on many occasions over the last 5 or 6 weeks. Chopping and changing players, so really not getting a hell of a lot of cohesion. So Till's played his first game in 6 months last week. Lex also his first start for a number of months. Also 5 months for Andy. So yeah, of course they're a little bit rusty, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get some cohesion, and also you only get match rhythm with time, and unfortunately you can't go play in the reserves, or you can't go play in a second team here to get your match fitness. Unfortunately, the way it is here, you have to get your match fitness in the A-League. So we have to deal with that, and we're not the only team that has to deal with it. That's exactly how it is. So the more minutes they play, of course, the better they're going to get.
Aurelio, you touched on some of the injury stuff, one of probably the downsides of the Dargins injury to Scott Galloway. Just how does that kind of come out, and how long to do that in for?
Yeah, he's just tweaked his calf, so he's probably got a couple of weeks on the sideline. On top of that, he's just now reported sick yesterday. So yeah, he's probably going to be a couple of weeks away.
And you've just brought another left back. How's kind of said that it's something to the club and what you made in his first couple of weeks?
Yeah, and again, we just spoke about those boys in the front line, about gaining minutes and match rhythm, and Vicente's no different. He's come off a 3-week pre-season. in Argentina, and again just trying to find his feet here. And to be honest, he's been very positive. He's a confident guy. He mingles in well with the other guys. Speaking the language also helps as well. It helps with those teething issues when you come to a new club. But he's an aggressive type of player, and we've seen some really good signs last week when he had just arrived, but also this week. And again, for him, it'll be just minutes. He'll need several weeks to get into the game rhythm.
I know you probably weren't playing starting in this first couple of weeks, but with this injury to Scotty, is there a chance he's starting tomorrow? Or is it more likely to be a Harry
No, he's going to start. So he's come here on loan, and yeah, he may be a little bit underdone, but unfortunately, we didn't envisage him getting any minutes last week and slowly build him up over the next couple of weeks. But he ended up jumping into a derby, so that was a nice baptism of fire for him, which he really enjoyed, and I thought he did quite well. You can see he was still rusty in some aspects of his game, but again, that's just going to be a number of weeks before he can get a little bit of rhythm. So yeah, he's good to go. How long he lasts, that'll that's an unknown for sure. But we'll see how he goes. Once he's tiring, then we can make a substitution.
You touched on it there, but Derby's will race pretty hard for 90 minutes. How the rest of the squad pull up, and what's the like in the track of preparation for Sydney?
Yeah, it took him a couple of days actually to get over that. There was a lot of body contact, and like it should in every game. It's not just about the derby. But they came up a little bit sore this week, but that's fine. We worked reasonably well this week. We had the Wednesday off, come in yesterday again this morning, and everyone's fine. Leo also is another guy who won't be there tomorrow because he's also same with Scott Galloway, just pulled up sick with a sore throat, so we've kept him away from the group.
And just on back on the derby, it was a bit of a new midfield three. I think it was Jego, Steve Ugarkovic, and Lex there. What do you kind of make of that? How have you seen those guys kind of clicking together?
Yeah, again, the cohesion, those guys, Stevie's, what's that, Jego's third game? Yep. And again, it's just a matter of time to get cohesion, and Lex just, slotted in there for us last week, and Steve's always given 100%. So just they're the sort of things that you get through pre-season when you got guys in there on a weekly basis, and then the weekly basis becomes a fortnightly, monthly, and all of a sudden they get some strong connections, and that's probably a little area that we're probably lacking. But you know what, they all know what we're trying to do, so that's also a bonus. And Lex being a physical player and also a smart player, but he gives us that little bit of grunt also in midfield.
Yeah, Vinny, so is this Tolga's last game of suspension?
Yeah, correct.
What did you make of the length of the ban?
It is what it is, Marco. So it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and had to cop that, and that's what it is. So I don't really want to comment too much about that. They decided that was the severity of it, and that's what he copped. I'm only happy now that those last 2 weeks has been pretty tough for him, and he's been emotionally on a bit of a roller coaster through this period. So I said to him last week that happy that it's all over. He's accepted it, and he can just focus on his football now. He brings so much quality for us through the midfield in the front third, and we have missed him a little bit, to be honest. So it'll be nice to get him back in the right frame of mind, which he should be now.
So compared to some of the other bands?
Got no idea, mate.
Okay, no, as in, like, what do you think?
I have no idea what they make their decisions, Margo. I have no idea how they come up with that. I'm not even interested in it. That's, of course, we would have loved less, but they thought that's what the band was, and that's what the band is.
And as you said just then, he's been a bit down, but he'll be eager to come back against MacArthur.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. We all know he's a quality player. What he can give us in the front third. He's working extremely hard on his defensive side of his game as well, because that's all part of the game. We just can't have players going one way. Our players got to go both ways. So he's really working hard in that area. And as I said, we know exactly what he can do with the ball in the front third for us.
Oh yeah, are you talking about injured guys before with Marin? I know he's come off the bench. I think is he fully fit now?
Yeah, he is. He is. So look, we've got a number of players in those wide positions, obviously, because Tills has come back as well. So we've got a number of players in that wide position that they're going to have to share the load throughout the course of the rest of the season. And Marin was exceptional for us prior to him getting injured. So it's again, he got minutes last week. He'll get minutes again this week, and then hopefully he'll get a start somewhere down the track.